Hey, what's up YouTube? Dragon Taco 7 here, and today I went to the Frederick Regionals in Maryland. Um, I took agents to the event. I was originally going to play Fire Kings, but I didn't want to spend any money for an event for the event because I don't plan on going to Nats anyway. Since it's in a shitty ass neighborhood. Yeah, like Fire Kings is a relatively cheap deck, but still, I wanted to go with something like I could build on my own. Well, I had most of the cards, so I didn't have to end up picking up some cards there. Um, so yeah, I took agents. I started 2-0, beat Karibo Burn, which, yeah, it's as bad as it sounds. And then I beat +1 Fire Fist. Then round 3, I lost to Geargia Curry. Game 3, I just opened up horrible. Like, I drew into opened up with like System Down and stuff, and Mind Crush, but he always had the outs to it. So yeah, like he ended up like MSDing my face down Mind Crush. Yeah, and then round 4, I lost to Pure Gia, got 2-0'd. Both games opened up complete shit. Like game one, I opened up with 2 Heralds, 2 Christias, and like Lance and MST. There's not really much I can do with that. And then round 2, my only monster in like 30 turns. Well, I opened up with Venus. No, I drew into Venus, but I lost to Bottomless, and then I drew nothing but like a Shine Ball, and the rest were just spell and traps. And I didn't realize how good Pure Gear was. The deck functions really well. It was like at first I didn't know how to play around it because it just kept recycling itself until I got to the System Down. But still, he had too much advantage, and like I said, my only monster was a Shine Ball. So anyway, here's the deck. It has some few changes from the last build. So first off, 3 Master Hyperion, 3 Earth. Something I changed, I went down to 2 Venus, and this worked out perfectly. My theory behind this was after you got your Shine Balls out, she essentially becomes useless. Unlike Earth, Earth is still pretty good because it's a tuner, it's a +1. And my other target would be Jupiter. Now, Jupiter helps out in the grind game. Like, there was, I think, I never drew this card in a time where it was the 3rd Venus, so that worked out well. And this card helps out in the grind game because agents have a thing where they kind of lose steam, and just this guy being able to be a 2600 beat stick, it baits out traps, and I really liked it. So yeah, I think that, like, that agent lineup was pretty solid. 3 Shine Ball, 2 Christie. The only time I dropped it was against the Fire Fist guy. Like, you might think, oh, Fire Fist can easily get around that, but no. I Curse Seal his tanky early game, and then I dropped this when the only card in hand was Wolfbark, so that won me the game. Every other time I had to like discard it with Herald of Warnishlight, which worked out fine, but I never like, this card was amazing. It's way better than Valor, but I just tended to have bad luck with it. Thunder King Ryle, honest. Something I did change, I took out the Card Trooper. I put in 2 Card Cards. I'm not sure how I felt about the Card Cards. The only time I was able to use his effect was against the +1 Fire Fist guy. All the other times, like one time I drew it against the Geargia Karakuri, and I was like hoping to like draw into a Trag, as you can see there, but I didn't, so I ended up losing. So I don't know. Like I just tested out the card Ds out yesterday. So this was only with 1 day of testing. And then 2 Tragodia, which were just horrible all day long. Um, I still don't know because I don't want to play card D without playing some type of battle stopper. I can't play Gores in this build, so Trag was kind of like the obvious choice, but it didn't work out well at all. Best monster lineup: 23 spells, 1 duality, 3 MST, 2 Forbidden Lens. This card was also terrible. It clogged way too much. 3 MST and 2 Lens was just bad. Book of Moon, I never drew it. And 2 creature swaps. 2 creature swaps. In theory, this card was good. It's basically an out team motto and stuff with the Kaiser Coliseum. But yeah, I think every time I resolved it, I didn't like. I think I resolved it. I only resolved this card 3 times. Two out of the 3 times, I ended up losing a game because of it. First time was against the Fire Fist guy. I took his gorilla with Earth because I didn't have any other monsters, so I was like, alright, I'll just apply pressure. He ended up de-prising his own gorilla, and Earth just stayed on his field the whole time, so I couldn't use it for Hyperion. So that was, I think, game 2 against the guy. So I lost that against him. The other time was against the Geargia guy. Geargia Karakuri. I read his Geargia armor, so I tried to creature swap it. He chained Geargia Gear. He opened up with Geargia Gear both games 1 and 2. So he creature swaps. He ends up giving me Geargiano. So that pissed me off. And then the last card was Valhalla, which I didn't draw at all. Traps. 2 Call the Hunteds. Bumped it up 2 Mirror Force. D-Prison. Solemn Morning. Safe Zone. And I ended up taking out the Breakthrough skill for a random Mind Crush. The reason being, I wanted to play 2 Mind Crush between the Maiden's side deck. I could not, for the love of God, fit this Mind Crush into the side deck, so I was like, screw it, I'll take up the Breakthrough skill and put my Mind Crush in. So side deck. 2 Maxi. I don't know why, but I could not find my other Maxi. So I ended up having to buy this French one. 1 Jack Frost. This was also bad. This was supposedly an out to Ophion and Yamato, but I didn't face any of those decks, so that was bad. Diddy Crow didn't use it. Soul Release didn't use it. System Down and Noble Man Across. I wish I would have started more Geargia hate. With the Jack Frost, the creature swaps, the Soul Release, I was really expecting more Bujins. And yes, there were a lot of Bujins, but pretty sure there were more Geargias there. Closed Forest, 2 Rivalries, Debunk, Soul Drain, Mind Crush, Full House. I resolved this against the Karibo player, and I drew it against the Geargia Karakuri, but it was completely dead. And then Curse Seal, which was amazing. Extra deck, Gachi Gachi, Daigusto Phoenix, Dark Mist, and I ended up playing Herald of Pure Light. I didn't use it at all, but the reasoning behind it was with Karkardi, I was more likely to draw onto the Shine Balls, so if I draw a Shine Ball, I can shuffle it back into the deck with this card, and then just bring it back out with Venus. Tempo and Acid Golem were my only rank 3s. I wanted to play rank 4 because was playing Thunder King, Jupiter, and then 2 Drags, which can become low 4. Ended up picking Maestro because I didn't pick up a 101 until like halfway through the event. So this is definitely 101 now. Assuming I continue to play a Rake 4. Armory Arm. Never used it. Catastor was good. This just because I wanted a 6. Ancient Fairy Dragon, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Black Rose Dragon, Star Spark Dragon, and the last card was let's see, Leo, which I never used, but it's a good card. You can make, if you're like Hyperion or Christia gets Venus Chained, just summon Earth and synchro for this guy. Some decks have a real problem getting over it. But anyway, YouTube, that's the deck profile. Rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos.